If you're relocating to Charlotte, there are two information sources besides this channel, of course, that you need to know about. Uh, I'm Roger Holloway with ProStead Realty and buyer agent. Got a great team of buyer agents. We also help people list and sell their homes, and we're great with new construction, and we love resale as well. Hey, this is the 277 loop at Center City, Charlotte. Unless you were raised here, native Charlottean, like Joe Top on my team, you just can't say downtown Charlotte, unless you're a native Charlottean. But you can say Center City or you can say Uptown. I'm just saying, unless you've got a card, Joe Top's got one. Anyway, guys, something caught my attention today about Thrift Road right over here. And I want to point it out to you because the two sources of information that I strongly suggest that you take part of. Number one is Good Morning BT with Bo and Beth. Bo Thompson, again, native Charlottean, been around a long time, and Beth Troutman. They are really special in the morning on WBT, which is 11:10 a.m. or 99.3 FM. And you can get, there's an app. I listen to it on my phone sometimes or on the computer often while I'm doing administrivia in the morning. Just really vibrant from 6 to 10 in the morning. And if you're from out of town, I mean, and you're thinking about coming here, you ought to just dial it in at least for 20, 30 minutes every morning between 6 and 10 to give you a flavor for Charlotte. And this is really good radio, number one rated program, WBT, 11:10 a.m., 99.3 FM. You want Good Morning BT, Bo Thompson, BT, Beth Troutman, Good Morning BT. A lot of good information. The next one is AXIOS. It's a national news organization that bought up a local Charlotte newsletter. And this morning in Axios, I get a daily newsletter, and you can read it. You can go down very quickly, and you can just read the headlines. It'll take you just a few minutes to familiarize yourself with maybe 5 things that you may or may not need to know. One thing I enjoyed looking at was this article on Thrift Road. Now, by the way, Noble Smoke, Jimmy Noble is a local restaurateur that I really love. He has a nonprofit restaurant called King's Kitchen, which evolved into a church, which is right across from this restaurant called Noble Smoke. He's got a handful of restaurants. 2 of them I love real well are the Roosters, one in South Park, one right across the street from, actually in the B of A Tower, 2nd floor, right across from where I like to go to Jazz Arts through the spring and summer and fall monthly jazz concert series. So having said that, Noble Smoke is right here, and Abasi Beulah's is right next door. That's his restaurant as well, Jimmy Noble. But I saw the article in, by the way, just talk about a few neighborhoods that you may or may not know about. A lot of people know about Plaza Midwood, hipster neighborhood, one of the two that I talk about. And another one is coming up North Davidson. Let me move me out of the way. Coming up North Davidson is NoDa for North Davidson. NoDa and art galleries and hip music venues and Plaza Midwood are the two that most people know about. However, there are some other up-and-coming neighborhoods. Enderley Park is one. Ashley Park. Of course, everybody knows Dilworth, one of the original, really the first real suburb, and that's where Freedom Park is. And Sedgefield, next to it, is where a lot of tear downs are happening. You tear down a house and you build a real nice, fresh house. Cherry is a neighborhood very historic. That's where our firm's office is, by the way, right next to the Metropolitan, which is where that Target, Trader Joe's is, and the Realtor Association. So Cherry is historic. And so having said all of that, the article in Axios today, the daily newsletter, talked about Thrift Road. Now, by the way, not only is Noble Smoke right there, it's a barbecue restaurant worthy of note, but right there, just a minute or two away, is Pinky's West Side Grill. Now, that's a place that Guy Fieri goes to for diners, D3, Triple D. He's been there more than once. And then Thrift Road. So that was the article. Now, for instance, if you're new to Charlotte, you don't want to ever get caught saying Tuskegee Road. It ain't Tuskegee. That's a historically black college. But this road is called Tuckasegee. I made that mistake early on. I wanted to visit a church up there, and I called it Tuskegee Road. No, baby, it's Tuckasegee. They saw me coming. So, for instance, up in here is the Enderley Coffee Company, and several coffee places use beans from there, and it is its own coffee shop. But what the article is saying in Axios today, Jack has been there to the Lucky Dog Bark. Where is that? Lucky Dog Bark and Brew. Jack has been there. Little Bella, and she couldn't handle all the big dogs. She couldn't handle them. But that's kind of a cool place that we've been to. But so what the article was saying in Axios, maybe go to the map and see what else is going on. Marvin Gaye said, "What's going on?" And so there's a Midnight Mulligan Brewing is, I think, pretty new. Don't recognize the name. But again, Thrift Road coming off of Freedom Drive. I saw that in the Axios newsletter today. So just saying, 2 new sources that you need to know if you're thinking about relocating or you're here. Number 1 is Good Morning BT from 6 to 10 in the morning with Bo Thompson and Beth Troutman. It's really fun and it's informative. Got sports, got weather, got traffic. Boomer Von Cannon, that guy is interesting. He knows a lot about shag music. And by the way, if you're coming to the Carolinas and you haven't heard about shagging, that is an intricate dance. And you go down to Myrtle Beach, 3.5 hours away. That's the shag capital of the world. And like me, I was in radio. I am a musician. I was at an R&B radio station for 10 years. You saw my gold record on the wall. That's from Jeffrey Osborne's LTD album. My name is on that gold record. That's a real gold record. And shag music is a dance, but the music is like taking you back to 60s R&B music you never heard before. It's called beach music. But I digress. Man. And there is a shag nightclub here in Charlotte, but hey, the beach is where it's at, baby. Shag capital of the world. Oh, well. Hey, guys, relocating to Charlotte, we'd love to be your buyer agent. 704-345-3400. Couple it with hitting that like button, share, all the stuff the kids do. Subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And I'll see you in the next video.